What's going on, guys? Welcome to A-Train Gaming, and welcome back to another video. Now, back to Black Ops 3 videos for a bit because I'm all out of 2K footage. All I put is the prelude, and it doesn't come out until, I think since I pre-ordered it, I get it the 16th. So Black Ops 3 for just a couple more days here. And enjoy some arena, competitive, hardpoint on Fringe. Sorry, it's late at night and I can't really speak right now. I'm tired. Using the XR2 actually did pretty good, but today's video, I want to talk about Black Ops 3 as a whole over the course of the year and my thoughts on it. And there's a couple of different points I want to make. The first that I'm going to say about Black Ops 3 is that it was a good game. Was it what I wanted in a Call of Duty, and was it necessarily the feel of a Call of Duty game? No, not exactly, but it was still a good game. This is probably the most fun I've had pubs-wise since Black Ops 2. I think my favorite pubs game of all time is, it's between World at War and Black Ops 2, and then Black Ops 1 I really like Search and Destroy pubs. And this game is the most fun I've had in pubs since Black Ops 2, so I appreciate that. But what Black Ops 3 is always going to be to me, it's going to be that what-if game, that game that just never quite reached its full potential because of some things they added, some things they didn't add, some of the stuff in the game that kind of held it back from being truly great. And I'm going to talk about those things first. The first thing that I think kind of messed up this game was what they did to the supply drops in this. Supply drops, they said, were only going to be cosmetics only, and that made a lot of people excited. And then they decided to add the new weapons in it, and you could now buy supply drops, and it became what people said pay to win again. Although it wasn't as much as Advanced Warfare, like the guns didn't have a huge impact on the game. But it became what they promised they wouldn't do, which was buying supply drops, which I did a couple of times because I wanted more camos and I had the money to spend and I wanted to make videos with supply drop openings, so I did it too. I'm not like hating on you if you bought supply drops because I did it like 4 or 5 times as well. And honestly, this game just became a little bit of a joke to me. And why I'm saying that is because some of the stuff people ran around with, they weren't even trying to be good anymore. There was a lot of like trolling classes and classes that piss people off. Running around with boxing gloves, a baseball bat, nunchucks, a taser. Like, the fact that all the melee weapons, the first 3 released were like brass knuckles, butterfly knife, and wrench. Did the same thing as a sword or a taser or boxing gloves. And how the hell, my friend brought this up, how the hell are boxing gloves a 1-hit kill, but fists are a 2-hit kill? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But just some of the stuff became a little bit of a joke to me. Some of the stuff you could customize your guys in became a bit of a joke. But that was in Advanced Warfare too. You could make yourself wear a brain exo. I remember that was the one I always made fun of. So Black Ops 3 had a lot of type of things that really struggled to make it an all-time great. Didn't have a lot of great maps in this game. Not a lot of maps that I'm going to look back on and say, wow, you know, those were all-time Call of Duty maps. I can't think of any in this game that are all-time Call of Duty maps. I like Fringe, I like Infection, I like Breach. All-time maps, memorable maps, no, not really. Specialists were something they added into the game, which I admit can be fun at times, but overall it's something that I just don't think should be in Call of Duty. I completely lose that war feeling, that even when I play a game like Battlefield that I don't like, I still get the war feeling of playing in a video game still. And in this game, it feels like my guys are running around with superpowers. And I was actually really nervous when they first came Specialists, because the first week, the amount I got killed by Specialists was insane. As I got better, I started earning my own Specialists more and stopped enemies from earning Specialists. So if you're a worse player, it's got to be even more frustrating. But as I said, guys, Black Ops 3 I still think is a good game. And the number one reason I believe it was a good game was weapon balancing. I am so huge on weapon balancing. I think the worst case scenario game, which I still liked, was Call of Duty Ghosts. There was 2 guns you could use. The MTAR and the Remington were the 2 only like viable guns, especially in competitive. And then it became all Vector towards the later stage of the game. And that's worst case scenario. I do not like when it's just one gun. And that's why a lot of the pros actually don't like the ban and protect. I love it. I love seeing different guns used. There's so many guns that are viable. I use all the ARs, even the XR2, which I think is like the worst gun in the game for me sometimes. I go off with it and I've been feeling it lately. There's multiple submachine guns to use. People like messing around with different snipers. The secondaries are good. But the gun balancing is a huge reason why this game was good, and it's something that I really hope continues in Infinite Warfare. Another thing is that, although I don't necessarily agree with everything that they've done for the game and the direction they put Call of Duty in, you gotta give credit for Treyarch for, you know, constant patches that are fixing minor things that you or I might not have noticed, but somebody in the game reported and they fixed it. Treyarch is the best Call of Duty design team, whatever you want to call it. They put in the most effort, it seems like. They really listen to the community. They added things like contracts, although it was pretty late, and I wanted more of those special contracts where they give you the weapon bundle. Treyarch does an outstanding job at keeping the game fresh, people not getting bored. Double crypto keys, double XPs. Treyarch really, really cares about what they put out in the game. And I really appreciate Treyarch doing that, and it's something that I feel like Activision and Sledgehammer now have to try to match, because when I think of Call of Duty, I think of Treyarch mostly. I never played the MW2, I never played COD 4. I only played COD 4 for like 20 hours on the Wii, like in 2011, so I'm not really that into Infinity Ward games. And I feel like as designers, they can learn from Treyarch. One thing that really is just killed this game for me, like, remember, I'm saying it's a good game, I'm saying killing it from like an all-time great Call of Duty, the movement system. When this game first came out, I remember hearing wall running was not going to be a factor, and I called bullshit on that right away. I knew it was going to be a factor late in the game, and especially it's more noticeable competitive on maps like Evac. You can wall run the entire perimeter of the map. That's a guaranteed flank every round, unless somebody's sitting looking out at a wall run and they pretty much can't see any other part of the map. The jumping system, it was the same with Advanced Warfare, except Advanced Warfare, the first month, people were on the ground more and gunfights were on the ground, and the movement system was more to just get to high places. This game, I would say for the first 2 or 3 months, gunfights were on the ground, and now they're in the air. And you know that I'm actually better with gunfights, with games like this, statistically, and I feel it. I've never been better in Call of Duties than when this new movement system is. And I still prefer old school Call of Duty, boots on the ground. And a lot of times I can turn on people like I've never been able to before, and I can get out of some tough situations because I have good movement a lot. A lot of times I don't, but especially when I play competitive and Search and Destroy, I notice that my movement is just a tier ahead of a lot of these players. And I still want classic COD in there. And I feel like that's what they're saying about Infinite Warfare, that, oh, the movement system is just really, it's not as much, and it's really just to get to high places. I think people gotta learn that. Until I can play a whole year, I'm never gonna believe that. I think people are always gonna find a way to abuse the movement system, or whatever it is, specialist, overpowered guns. People always find it the way to abuse it. And I'm not hating on them because they want to be successful at the game, and I do some of the same things too, but it's just, it scared me for the future of Call of Duty, guys. So I said at the beginning of Black Ops 3 that I wouldn't rank it as an all-time Call of Duty for me towards the end. Right now, my order for Call of Duty games still goes Black Ops 1, Black Ops 1, World at War, Black Ops 2, and then it's really close. I'm probably going to give it to Black Ops 3, but remember, guys, I never played MW2. I played so little COD 2. Or COD 2, Jesus Christ, COD 4, that this game is pretty much in my top 5 by default. It beats Ghosts, it beats Advanced Warfare. It's just, I hope Infinite Warfare is good and that people can't abuse the movement system as much. Like I said, this game is still good, and I appreciate all the time I put into it in Treyarch because I made a ton of videos, but please leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all later.